Hi there, welcome to my review of the Mamiya C330 TLR for 2019. The C330 produces lovely 6x6 negatives on affordable and available 120 roll film. As you can see here, I'm going to be reviewing a selection of cameras over the next few episodes, including the Kiev 88, Pentagon 6TL, the Sheikah 124G, but back to the C330 for the moment. And obviously, if you're interested in any of those cameras, please subscribe and drop any comments below. Let's head over to the bench to have a look at the C330 in a little bit more detail. Waist level viewfinder camera, set up as it is at the moment. You look down through to compose your image. Focusing is done with this knob here on a bellows system, which I'll go into a little bit more detail on a little bit later. You also have a pop-up magnifier to get a zoomed image to help you with critical focus. TLR system, twin lens as it stands for. You've got two lenses. The top one is purely a viewing lens. None of the light there ever gets anywhere near the film. The bottom lens, which is your taking lens, as you can see here, has all of your controls on there. This is the standard 80mm lens, goes from 2.8 up to the f32. Shutter speeds from 500th down to 1 second. Obviously then bulb setting for any manual longer exposures. Something that's unique amongst the TLR world is the fact that this is an interchangeable lens system. Unlocking the button here, pressing down the wire, allows you to release the lenses and change out for some wonderful wide angle through to telephoto lenses that Mamiya offer you. Talking about lenses, I want to mention Parallax quickly. Parallax is an issue that we have with all TLRs, but Mamiya deal with it in a particularly good way. Basically, when you balance one lens on top of each other, one being a taking, one being a viewing lens, the more you zoom in or more telephoto lens you use, there will be an error in what you see and what you're able to take. This piece of footage here, I'm recording down through the viewing screen and slowly zooming in. As I zoom in from the top, you can see this black line appear on the left hand side of the screen. That indicates where the top of your frame will then be cut off. So as I said, it's not really an issue. They deal with it in a clever way, as long as you recompose your image to make sure that the top of the line, as you can see here, I'm leaving plenty of room just underneath the top of that line, no problem. Okay, as I mentioned earlier on, the camera focuses using a bellows system. As you turn the focusing knob at the bottom of the camera here, the bellows extend away, moving the lens further away from the camera body, which allows you to get superb close focus, which largely does away with the need for any macro lenses or macro filters. If you're looking at picking up one of these cameras, really important that you check the integrity of these bellows. They're a cloth material. Have a good look over, make sure there's no light leaks. Shine a torch in through the front of the lens, see if you can see any light popping out the side. Okay, so we're going to spin the camera over and have a quick look at the back. There's a simple silver dial which locks and unlocks the back there for you. The pressure plate allows you to switch between 220 and 120 film. Bottom and top sprockets. The film moves from bottom to top as you wind it on. On the side, locking switch to lock the camera so you can't accidentally expose the film, and a multi and single exposure button if multiple exposures are your thing. Okay, quick wrap up then before I show the images that we took of Jade in the studio. Point on the images, they're straight off the scanner, no editing's been done, light leaks, flares and dust all included for you to view and see exactly what you're going to get off of this camera. So the C330 was the twin lens reflex camera with interchangeable lenses. I love the Viewfinder, one of the best I've used, even comparable up to one of the Hasselblads. It uses an in-lens leaf shutter system which has several benefits. The first one being that there's no mirror slapping up and down, which can cause vibrations and camera shake in your images, so that's a plus. And with leaf shutters, again, as there's no mirror flipping up and down, it allows you to sync with any shutter speed that you want that the camera can use. All SLR cameras have a maximum sync shutter speed. For example, the Pentagon 6, which I'm reviewing in the near future, the maximum sync speed you can use with flash there is only 30th of a second. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's helped you to make up your mind if this camera is for you. I'm going to leave you with a couple of images that we shot in the studio with Jade. See you in the next video.